Imagine an explosion powerful that it shines brighter than billions of stars. You would hear absolutely nothing. Why is space completely silent?
Have you ever looked at space and wondered why it feels so unbelievably quiet, even though it is full of planets, stars, and galaxies stretching endlessly into the darkness? When astronauts go into space, they experience something completely strange. Not just silence, but a kind of silence so deep that it feels unreal to the human mind. A giant star can explode with more energy than billions of suns combined. But shockingly, if you were there in space, you would hear absolutely nothing at all. Scientists explain that sound is nothing but vibration, and it always needs a medium like air or water to travel from one point to another. On Earth, sound moves because air particles constantly collide, passing vibrations forward like an invisible chain reaction. But in space, there are almost no particles at all, which means there is nothing available to carry sound from one place to another. That is why even if an astronaut tries to speak in open space, their voice disappears instantly without traveling even a tiny distance. Sound waves need a pathway to survive, but in space that pathway simply does not exist, so every vibration dies immediately. The sun constantly releases enormous explosions called solar flares, powerful enough to affect entire planets in its system. Yet even these massive solar explosions happen in complete silence, because space refuses to carry sound in any form. When scientists remove air inside a vacuum chamber, even a ringing bell becomes completely silent, proving how sound depends entirely on matter. A rocket is extremely loud during launch, but the moment it reaches space, it becomes completely silent because there is no air left around it. The same machine that shakes the ground on Earth turns into a silent object drifting endlessly in the darkness of space. In the vast universe, galaxies, stars, and planets move constantly, yet all of them exist in absolute silence. Even black holes, the most powerful forces in the universe, consume everything around them without producing any sound. Because sound cannot travel, space missions depend on radio signals that can move through vacuum without needing air. That is how astronauts talk to each other, not through sound waves, but through advanced technology and radio communication systems. So space is silent not because nothing is happening, but because the universe itself does not have the medium needed to carry sound. And that is why the most powerful, beautiful, and chaotic place in existence remains completely silent forever. Millions of asteroids travel across space at incredible speeds, but even these giant rocks move through the universe in complete silence. Saturn's beautiful rings contain billions of pieces of ice and rock, yet not a single sound comes from their endless journey. Jupiter contains storms larger than Earth itself, but outside the planet's atmosphere, the universe remains completely silent. Even when entire galaxies move toward each other over millions of years, their collision happens without any sound in space. Beautiful nebula clouds continue expanding through space, creating stunning colors while remaining completely silent forever. The International Space Station circles Earth at thousands of kilometers per hour, yet outside its walls there is only silence. Because sound cannot travel through space, astronauts and satellites depend entirely on radio signals to communicate. Pulsars release powerful beams of energy across the universe, but these incredible events still produce no sound in space. The farther we travel from Earth, the quieter the universe becomes, until only endless silence remains. From the moon, our planet appears alive and vibrant, but the surrounding universe remains completely silent. So space is not silent because nothing happens there. It is silent because sound has no way to travel through the vacuum of the universe.
So space isn't silent because nothing happens there. It's silent because sound has no way to travel through the vacuum of the universe. And perhaps that's what makes space even more mysterious.